Hello, my name is Zachary Abbott, and this is my recording for the Module 4 assignment. And today we are looking at a scenario in which an individual is walking down a sidewalk and two other individuals show up in front of him, one having a firearm and the other having essentially a taser. The victim pulls out his firearm and shoots the person holding the firearm at him, and this raises some frequently asked questions, and I'm just going to kind of go through them according to Minnesota State statute. Can anyone possess and carry a gun on their person? This can be answered in Minnesota Statute 624.713, and the answer is no. Essentially, anyone under the age of 18 can't, unless the following exceptions, and I'll actually cover that later, but I'm going to skip to any violent crime. We're talking felony assaults, robberies. These people, once convicted, aren't going to be able to possess any sort of firearms or ammunition, as well as certain drug offenses. And next on the list, the courts can actually determine that someone is mentally ill or mentally ill and not able to possess a weapon, as that creates a danger to society. And then the last two here, a person cannot possess a firearm when they're in a treatment facility for substance abuse, and that includes police officers who are actually formerly in a treatment facility and program. Where can't a person legally carry a gun if they're out in public? And here's the list here. Federal buildings in security areas, and I believe that includes your local post office, which is a federal building. So a lot of people might not know that, but you cannot carry in the post office. Next on the list is national parks and refuges. So next time you're going out to a national park, just make sure that you're following all the federal regulations. Next is courthouses and state buildings. Definitely do not go in your local courthouse carrying a firearm. That would definitely create some chaos. And the last three here seem to be pretty common sense in today's world with events going on, but you cannot possess and carry, even with a permit, in a school or school zone, as well as in a licensed child care facility, due to the children's safety. Is it okay to carry a pistol on the walking path described in this scenario? And as far as I know, it sounds like it was, if it's a public sidewalk, then yes. I think it would be a different story if this walking path was, say, right in front of the school, which you could make an argument that it was on school property. But if it's just a walking path down in the neighborhood, kind of urban road, that is considered public property, and it's kind of right on that threshold of private versus public, but he is within his legal right to carry a firearm if he's over 21 and has a permit. And kind of like I said, that walking path is not on the locations listed above. Alright, how old do you have to be to possess a pistol? Can someone under 18 possess a pistol? And the answer is you have to be 21 years old with a permit to carry, to have it on your person in public. You can have a pistol, and be in possession of one at 20, but you're not going to be allowed to be carrying that out in public. Anyone under the age of 18 is going to have to be either supervised by their parent or guardian, again, involved in a military drill under supervision, receiving instructions at, say, a competition at a designated range, or already have completed their gun safety class, which can be often taken at multiple locations from the Department of Natural Resources, which deals with hunting. When is a permit holder not allowed to carry their pistol? When? So when, under what circumstances of the permit holder's condition? You cannot carry a firearm under the influence of a controlled substance under Minnesota 6247142, or this is a hard, kind of hard one for a lot of individuals, is under the influence of alcohol of more than 0.04, so that is half the limit for 0.08 to drive. So that may only be for some folks 2 beers, and it's actually a criminal charge. Anything between just over 0.04 but under 0.10 is actually a misdemeanor in the state of Minnesota, and anything over 0.10 is a gross misdemeanor. So next time you're carrying and there are going to be alcoholic beverages involved, it's probably just best not to even have your firearm on you, or just not to consume alcoholic beverages. Alright, how is it that the 15-year-old had a taser? Can people other than the cops possess an electric incapacitation device? And honestly, the answer to the 15-year-old is that he should have not had that. Minnesota state law says you have to be 18 years old to be in possession of that taser, and that definition of an electronic incapacitation device is below. So he should have not been in possession of that taser. And secondly, a person can carry a taser. There might be some regulations on the specs and stuff like that, but not just cops. It's pretty common, along with pepper spray, which is also in Minnesota statute 624.731. So that 15-year-old was illegally carrying that taser, and it doesn't require a permit. Alrighty, here are the resources that I use to find the information presented in this, and thank you for watching.